Hello. It's getting dark here, and I was driving home, and I had this thought because I was watching a Jordan Peterson video, and he was talking about one reason women are primary caretakers is because they breastfeed when they were younger, and that has nothing to do with what I'm saying, except for the fact that it made me think of breastfeeding with my ex-wife. And when our son was born, I'm a big believer that breastfeeding is good. I mean, it's just the natural way of doing it. And with my ex-wife, she had such a hard time even attempting it. And even now, I still have trouble sorting things out of how she really was, what was real, what wasn't, what was an act, what was a scam. And because everything about her couldn't have been completely fake. There had to be some seeds of truth in there. And, you know, but the thing that struck me was she told me it made her feel uncomfortable. And I don't mean in a physical way. I mean in an emotional way. She said she didn't like that. And you know, at the time, I thought that was really strange because this is your child. You're supposed to love them more than anything. But you're telling me that you feeding your kid with a bodily connection like that, a very intimate and personal time between you two, a bonding time, is very uncomfortable for you. Now, granted, I am a man. I've never been a woman. I've never breastfed. I don't know anything more than what I've read or heard and talked to people about. And I'm very well aware that, you know, there's times that, you know, you may not want to. Some women just don't, you know, with postpartum depression, things like that. But knowing everything I know about my ex, I mean, it was just one of those things where it makes complete sense now that she was emotionally detached then. And for me, that's something, because even till today, I mean, it's still trying to work it all out in my head, but there was a time when I thought she tried to kill herself. She ate a bunch of sleeping pills, and she was so close to death. I mean, within minutes of them not getting there, she would have probably been too far to save. She laid in a coma for 4 days. You know, goofy ass me, I stayed there with her every second of it. But I wanted to believe that before that she was normal, and maybe the pills screwed her up some way, even though I know that there's proof to the contrary that I talk about all the time in my own head, you know, my own inner monologue. And that was after our son was born, when she attempted that round of suicide. So the emotional detachment from other human beings, especially one that, you know, you would assume a mother would love more than anyone else on the planet, would be her own child, was there before she tried to kill herself and caused her brain damage, because she does have brain damage. And that's from a doctor. That's not anything from her. But it just, I don't know, it just really struck me as odd, and I was like, man, that it just something clicked. Because I remember that was one of them times when I failed to recognize a sign for what it really was. And that's a pretty big sign to me. I mean, I should have noticed that. I should have took more note of it. I should have really thought, man, that's kind of odd. But anyway, that's all I really got on that. And I may make another video about this, but here lately I've really been working on forgiving her and myself. You know, there for a while I thought, you know, what the fuck do I have to forgive myself for? But you know, there are some things. And it's not really anything I can pinpoint. It's more of it's just more of an accumulation of emotional feelings and personal letdowns and things of that nature, you know, and betrayal within myself. But I hope it's not getting too dark on there. I know it's getting kind of dim here, but from what I'm seeing, the picture looks good. But anyway, but I have been working on forgiving her, even with everything going on, and I've not done it perfectly, I know, but still I can tell a difference within my own character, within my own mental attitude about things, the way I approach things. And I've noticed that I've been more like I used to be. Not so much before I met her, but even before I met my first wife, you know, more carefree, more of being happy with myself and who I am, and not really giving a shit what anybody thinks about me. And I like that. So, like I told my daughter the other day, we were talking about something. Forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for you. So I may make another video on that, but God bless y'all. Thank you.